that you have been in this business and sector for a very long time. You are known. In fact, when I was coming here and I told someone I was coming to your event, he said, Pastor Morgan, I know him. He's always holding events at COP. It goes a long way to show that it is a commitment, because without the interest, you couldn't have been able to sustain it. We've known for over 10 years in Nigeria. Before I moved to Germany, you have still maintained what you've been doing. Even when people like us diverted to carbon markets, you still went on the NGO. It is a recognition, and I really want to thank you. I hope that you'll be able to raise people who will sustain your legacy for what is passionate, for what is true. And then an opportunity to say to the person who is representing, the president, I don't know if he's still in the room, he just went, that there is more job to be done in Nigeria. So we've had a lot of policy papers and documents, but the substantial and concrete activities in terms of catalyzing the real market interest in Nigeria isn't there. I hope that he will take this message out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Belem. I appreciate that. Before we just move on to the next last activity, while we are all here, Mr. Mbaba, Dr. Emana, His Royal Highness, I think it's also very important that the current leadership of the NCC, the Nigeria Climate Change Council, is a new. I mean, she's new, and we want to request that she break away from the practice of the past. In the sense that I just want to put a record. She break away from the practice of the past, whereby people see that office as a position to get political recognition and forget the fact that yes, there's a lot of job to be done in terms of climate change campaign and execution. There have been a lot of stakeholders. Nigerians suffer from one problem. They do not recognize the worth and the value of the people that God has blessed us with. And so, what am I going? The current leadership should, as a matter of importance, begin to identify people who are involved in climate change campaign for years. If they are waiting for us to come to them, cap in hand, to be recognized, we are not called for that, because we've been here for a long time. We will expect that yes, the first thing anybody wants to do, the very first person that reached out to me in 2005 for accreditation, how did he get to know? You reached out to the UNFCCC, they said, sorry, we cannot accredit you. They said, why there's an NGO in Nigeria, contact him. Our contact is online. So if you want to know those who are involved, the list of NGOs that are involved, that are recognized by the UNFCCC are there. So what stops the UNFCCC making a list and then sending out messages to them and say, can we have a stakeholders forum? You don't lose anything from it. But it's not like those who come to your office or come to the office there. No, I don't think we will do that. But I want to believe since she came on board, she's very active, and I want to just implore that yes, she takes on board and do not make the mistake of the others who have been there. We have had Dr. Fodeke, Dr. Adejumon, Peter Tafa. Then after Peter Tafa, we now have the lady, I said Abiola, and Abiola. After Abiola, you now have the black woman, Charles before, and you have the Kiro. So we all have them and all that. But the question is, all these leaders, all these DGs, what have they been able to do since the commission has been set up? Do you know the funniest thing that even in Climate Change Act of 2021, health was missing among the stakeholders. Health ministry was missing. You have police on the list, but you don't have health ministry as a major stakeholder in the Climate Change Act. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly call on the senior special advisor to the Governor of Delta State. I think he has something to, that is Honorable Res Adigoro. He has something he wants to present. Thank you.